This video will help you understand the rights that the Consumer Guarantees Act 1993 provides to consumers. The Consumer Guarantees Act applies to all businesses who sell products that are usually for personal or household use. This includes small and second-hand businesses, pop-up shops, auctions, and regular trade me sellers. However, the Act will not apply for things such as one-off garage sales or occasional online auctions. A consumer is a person who acquires from a supplier goods or services of a kind that is ordinarily acquired for personal, domestic, or household use or consumption. For example, if the owner of a factory buys a microwave oven for the factory employees to warm up their food, which is the ordinary purpose of the microwave oven, then it is covered by the Act. The Act mentions the guarantees for both goods and services. Goods must be of acceptable quality, fit for purpose, match the description given, match any samples or demonstrations given, sold at a reasonable price if a price wasn't agreed beforehand, able to be legally sold, make sure that deliveries arrive at the agreed time and in acceptable condition, and have spare parts available and a way to offer repairs. Services must be done with a reasonable level of skill and care, fit for the purpose you and the customer agreed on, cost a reasonable amount if a price wasn't agreed beforehand, completed in a reasonable time if a time frame wasn't set beforehand.
What would you do if you're not satisfied with a good or service that you receive? You can get a remedy. If it can be fixed, you can get it fixed. If not, then you can get it replaced or ask for a refund for the purchase price. You need to bear in mind that the replacement goods are still covered by the CGA. In case of services, you can get it remedied, and if the supplier neglects to do so, you can get it remedied elsewhere and recover a reasonable cost incurred or cancel the contract altogether. If you provide product or service that are usually for personal or household use to other businesses, CGA requirements typically apply, but you may be able to contract out of this law. Contracting out means a written agreement that a business does not have to meet the requirement of a specific act. An attempt to contract out the CGA is a breach of Fair Trading Act. The only exception to this is when a business-to-business transaction takes place. How can this be done? The agreement the CGA does not apply to transaction must be in writing, both parties must be in trade, terms must be fair and reasonable. The practical consequences of the CGA for business practices is if businesses break any of these rules or the business and the consumer can reach an agreement about a complaint, the customer can choose to take the matter to the dispute tribunal or district court. Traders who organize finance for goods or services that a customer rejects as faulty under the Consumer Guarantee Act can now be held liable for the associated credit agreement.